Good morning, everyone. My name's Brogan. I'll be leading you through your 15-minute flow this morning. So we'll go ahead and get started. We'll meet in child's pose. Whenever you're ready. So bring your big toes to touch. Send your knees out wide. Bring your forehead down to the mat and reach your arms long in front of you. And take these next few moments of stillness, of really intentional silence, to ground down. Usually as we start our morning, we may rush our way out of bed, hurry up and drink a cup of coffee and make our way to work. But instead today, I want this to be very intentional. Start by taking a really big breath in through your nose. And an open mouth, open jaw, exhale, let it all go. Now really feel your breath open through your rib cage. Another open mouth, exhale, let everything else go. Continue to notice exactly how you're showing up right now. Can you feel the earth beneath your palms? Start to notice your body in this space on the four corners of your mat. One more really big breath in through your nose. An even bigger, even louder exhale, let it all go. On your next breath, rise up to a tabletop pose. So stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat, round your spine, tuck chin to chest. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat, round your spine, tuck chin to chest. Now you can take a few more just like that, following your breath with your movement, or maybe start to find a little organic movement this morning. And I encourage you to even close your eyes. A lot of times when we have our eyes open, we're looking around the room. Maybe there's some self-thought really judging exactly what we're doing, but instead maybe close your eyes. Just listen to what your needs are. Find movement in your hips, your shoulders, your wrists. Whatever you need to wake up to arrive on your space, just as you are. Make sure whatever you do on one side, you do on the other to find balance, find equilibrium in your body. And continue to notice your breath. As we move through this practice, find your breath to connect to movement. Take another breath here to even out sides if you've done something on one side. And whenever you're ready, we'll meet back in a tabletop pose. Now inhale your right leg long behind you. Press your toes into the earth and find a little gentle calf stretch here. So walk your heels as close to the earth as you can, really opening up through the back side of your body. Maybe find a little movement if that feels good. Then whenever you're ready, I want you to send your right shoulder forward just a little bit and cross your right toes over your body. So you'll kind of create a banana-like shape from your shoulder all the way to your toes, kind of a half moon. And you're really feeling the stretch, the opening in the side of your body. Maybe feeling some crunching on the left side as well. And draw a really big breath in. And then on an exhale, bring your knees back underneath your hips. This time, inhale, send your left leg long behind you. Press your toes into the earth. Stretch out through your left calf, your left hamstring. Find a lot of length in your legs. Maybe notice that this side might feel entirely different and accept that. Whenever you're ready, rock your left shoulder forward this time and then cross your left foot over your body. So again, a kind of a half moon shape, really stretching out through your left obliques, the left side, maybe finding a little tension in the right side of your body. Take a breath in. And on an exhale, find tabletop once more. Really big breath in through your nose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Now this is the first down dog of the day, so really pedal it out. Find some comfort, whatever it feels like. Maybe stretch out through your feet, your calves, your legs. And then as you settle in, as you start to find stillness here in your body, really think about planting down into your finger pads. Make an L shape with your index finger and your thumb. And then melt your chest towards your thighs. Now resist the urge here to have straight legs. Instead, take a gentle bend in your knees. This will lift your hips up a little bit higher. Feel the length in your spine. Feel yourself opening up Take a really big breath in. Open mouth, open jaw, exhale, let it go. One more big breath in. Exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, send your gaze forward. And exhale, ragdoll pose at the top of your space. Now you're in no hurry, we have nowhere to be, so take your time getting there. So maybe it's 8 steps, 10 steps, whatever it is, and then bring your feet hip width distance or even wider. And find a really generous bend in your knees as you drape your torso over your thighs. Now option to grab opposite hand, opposite elbow, or option just to let your hands hang. Maybe you sway side to side, nod your head yes, nod your head no. Just find any gentle movement that opens up through your hamstrings, through your low spine. On your next breath, release your hands down to the earth. And then slowly toe heel your feet together with a slight sliver in between your heels. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, rise up one vertebra at a time to mountain pose. Reach your arms up overhead and breathe. Now settle in here. I want you to close your eyes and really feel your mat, feel the ground underneath your feet. Take this moment to settle in, to ground down, to notice exactly how you're showing up right here in this space. Now as you do so, really plant all 4 corners of your feet into your mat. And then ignite your thighs to lift your quads off your knees. Drop your shoulders away from your ears if they're crawling up and spin your pinkies in. Take a breath in. And exhale, side body stretch up and over to the right. Option to grab your wrist, or maybe you drop your hand down by your side. Really find length all the way from the side of your left foot through your left fingertips. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, side body stretch over to the left. Really root down into both of your feet as you reach. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms and lift your heart towards the sky. Now squeeze your shoulder blades together to touch on your back. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Take whatever bend in your knees you need. Inhale, halfway lift. Now bring your hands to either your shins or your thighs and pause here for a moment. So really think about reaching the crown of your head forward, your tailbone to the back of the room. And squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back to create a long, flat spine. Now if there's ever too much tension in your low back, you can always step your feet out, find a little space. So whatever feels best in your body, listen here. Now take a breath in. Exhale, high plank, plant your hands and step back. Now once again, you have options here. So I'll cue you through a chaturanga, option to stay right here in a plank. Or always an option to drop down to your knees if that feels better on your back and your arms. So big breath in. Exhale, high to low plank chaturanga. Hug your elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Now, we'll flow that. I want you to think about really listening to your breath here in this space. So big breath in. Open mouth, open jaw. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up with power. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend, lift up. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Take your variation that speaks to you. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips back. Last time through, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale to the left. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend, biggest one yet, open up. Inhale, mountain pose, reach. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to mid plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips back. Inhale, lift up to your toes. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Now listen for the change. Exhale, tuck and curl into a tiny ball. So once again, you can make this however you wish. Maybe you step your feet out here if it feels better for you. Maybe you keep your feet together. But I want you to really think about compressing here. So opening up to the back side of your body, finding just a little tension. As we build tension, we'll build it up and then we'll let it all go. So squeeze everything in. And on an exhale, come on down to a seat. Roll on down to your back and send your legs out long in front of you. Now we'll find a final Shavasana here. And I want you to put your palms down this time. So really feel the earth beneath you. Start to ground down, start to slow your breath. Now really savor these final few moments. I will call you out of this space. Take up space on your mat. Relax the muscles in your face. Maybe you have the time in your day to stay right here. I encourage you to stay for as long as possible. If your day is calling you, start to bring some life into your fingers and toes. And then gently pick one side and roll to a supported fetal position here. So you can go left or right. Place your head on your bicep. And as you're ready, push up to a seat at the top of your space. Maybe keep your eyes closed or gently just look down. And bring your hands to heart center. And we'll seal up our practice together today with a final breath. Draw a big breath in through your nose. And open mouth, open jaw, exhale, let it go. And bring your hands to third eye center. And as you move throughout the day, can you remember this moment where you were grounded down? Where you were exactly where you were meant to be, in this space. Draw a really big breath in. Exhale, bow forward. As we seal our practice, namaste. Thank you everyone for joining me. I hope to see you back on your mat soon.